it's me Chiku from Chiku Study Corner, and today I'll be dealing with the part 5 of solutions, that is chapter 2 of chemistry class 12 CPSE. If you haven't watched the previous parts of this chapter, make sure you watch it and then continue watching. So why do we waste time? Let's get into the chapter. In this session, I'll be dealing with the 2 colligative properties. There are 4 colligative properties. In this part, I'll be dealing with the 2 of them. So, colligative properties. What is colligative properties? The property of a solute which doesn't depend on the nature of solute, like a nature of solute. For that, what would it depend upon? It depends only on the number of moles of the solute. Or you say the amount of the solute. Okay? The first one we have to discuss is the relative lowering of vapor pressure. So I told you there are 4 properties. The first property is relative lowering of vapor pressure. That's the first one. The second one is elevation of boiling point. The third one is depression in freezing point. And we have one more, I'll write it over here. So what all are the 3 that we discussed? That is relative lowering of vapor pressure, elevation in boiling point, depression in freezing point, and the last one is osmotic pressure. So we'll discuss about each of them in detail. So first we'll learn about relative lowering of vapor pressure. So let's see. So what do you mean by the word relative? That is relation, that is difference, or there is something between 2. Relation is between 2. So relative, what you say, refractive index is between or difference between something. So let's see what is relative lowering of vapor pressure. So let's take 2 containers. This is container A and this is container B. So over here we have a pure solution. Okay? And this is sealed. Yeah? In this one what we have is, see, we have a mixture of the solution with some solute particles in it. So let's draw the solute particles. This is also what? It is sealed. So what happens? Over here there is atmospheric pressure acting. Yeah? Over here also there is atmospheric pressure acting. In the first case, the vapor pressure, see, now this is the liquid state and this is the vapor state. Okay? Like this, it was there in the vapor state for pure solution. for a mixture, what happens? Why is that? Why is it after adding a solute? Why was the vapor pressure or the pressure in the top space became less? That is because we know that the evaporation. We said how is the molecules coming in the space? When this evaporates, it will fill up the space above. So we all learned in our small classes that evaporation is a surface phenomenon. Okay. So what would happen? These molecules, see the number of molecules on the surface and see the number of molecules on the surface of B. So see, there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and over here there is only 2. In the same way, there is a difference because there is more particles. Everything is accommodated. So the surface also would have what? The solute particles. So the number of particles on the surface would decrease, hence lowering the vapor pressure. Okay, so this is what? The mixture. So what did happen over here? When you move from pure to impure, what did happen? The vapor pressure decreased. Okay. For lowering of vapor pressure, I said it's a comparison between two of them. So that is between pure solution and the mixture. So let's see. So let's make the vapor pressure of the pure solution as what? P0A. Okay. P0A. And that is pure solution. PA for the mixture. What are these? The vapor pressures, okay? Of each of them are P0A in pure state and PA in the mixture. And delta P is what? That is the change in vapor pressure. So how is the change in vapor pressure? Vapor pressure decreases when moving from pure to the mixture. So what is this? Vapor pressure is decreasing, moving downwards. So now let's equate what is delta P. By the way, have we learned something known as the Raoult's law? So what is the equation that we got? We know PA is equal to P0A into chi A. Am I right? So let's see the equation. So let's take what? How do you write the change in the vapor pressure? Delta P is equal to what? P0A, because P0A is greater, minus PA. Okay. Now let's equate the Raoult's law to this equation. So delta P is equal to P0A minus what? P0A into chi A. Am I right? Yeah. So delta P, what did we write for delta P? Delta P is equal to P0A minus PA. Wasn't that? Let's make it like that. And this side we'll write it like this. We'll simplify this side of the equation. That is equal to, can you see P0A is common? So we'll take P0A outside. P0A into 1 minus chi A. Okay, that is what we get. So what is P0A into 1 minus chi A? What did we learn? Chi A plus chi B is equal to 1. Therefore, chi B is equal to 1 minus chi A. Is this 1 minus chi A? Can we make this chi B? So what would happen? There is chi B. It becomes chi B. So now let's write it for chi B. So what is chi B? Chi B is equal to P0A minus PA divided by what? Over here what was there? P0A. Okay. So this is the equation that we first equation that we got for relative lowering of vapor pressure. So this is what is relative lowering of vapor pressure. Okay. And what did we conclude? relative lowering of vapor pressure is equal to mole fraction of the solute. Okay. So we said this is the mole fraction of the solute, didn't we? So what is the equation for mole fraction? What is that? Na, or over here it's Nb, no? So Nb is equal to Na plus Nb. So since Na is much greater than Nb, we'll ignore this Nb. Okay? So what did we do? We just have Na by Nb. So how do you find out the number of moles? Number of moles is equal to given mass divided by molar mass. Am I right? Yeah. So what is the given mass? How do you write it for the component B? So Nb is equal to Wb by Mb. For Na, that is Wa divided by Ma. So now let's equate these to this, because chi b is equal to Nb minus Na. So let's write. I'm sorry. So first comes Nb. So Wb divided by Mb divided by what? Wa and Ma. So what would you do to remove this division? Simple. You will multiply this by the reciprocal. So multiplied by Ma divided by Wb is equal to P0A minus Pa divided by P0A. So this is our final equation for what? Our first colligative property, relative lowering of vapor pressure. So now let's see the second one. The next colligative property that we have to learn is elevation in boiling point. Okay? So before telling about that, have you ever noticed when your parents cook in the kitchen, have you noticed when they boil potatoes or when they boil something, they add salt to it? It's not only for the taste, but also it is for what? You know that when you add a solute, the vapor pressure decreases. So if you add the salt, what will happen? The food would be cooked faster. And have you also seen when you like fry something, or when you do something in the oil with some raw vegetables or something, you add salt to it. So it will fasten up the cooking process. Okay? So let's say what is this? That was just an example. Let's take a graph. Here we have vapor pressure. Here we have temperature. Okay? And this is the 1 atmosphere. So what is that we have to learn? Let's mark this line as 1 atmosphere. So first thing is with our solution. Only with our solvent. Our solvent, the pure state. In the pure state, let's take. This was the temperature. Okay? And when it came to the solution, this is the temperature. Why is it? Let's see. And we'll mark this as T0B and this as TB. Okay? And this is what for the pure one, and this is for the solution. In the pure state, why is there a lower temperature than that of a solution? So let's see. In the pure solution, why is there a lower temperature than that of the solution? In the pure state, let's consider the vapor pressure. The vapor pressure is more for pure state. So what would happen? We know what is boiling. When do you say something is boiling? When the vapor pressure is equal to the atmospheric pressure. Okay. So what did we say? Pure solution has higher vapor pressure than that of what? The solution. So solution has a lower vapor pressure. So what would happen? Let's take the case of water. Water boils at 100 degrees Celsius. If you add salt to it, it will have a higher temperature. Why is that? Because the vapor pressure is more, it's easier to make it to the atmospheric pressure. Yeah, to make it 1 atmosphere, it's easier because there's only a little more difference between the atmospheric pressure and the vapor pressure. When you come to the second case for the solution, you know that the vapor pressure is already low. To increase the vapor pressure, heat is given. When heat is given, what it has to give more than the heat given to pure solutions to make it the atmospheric pressure. You know, right? It's because lower vapor pressure would need more temperature to make it to atmospheric pressure. And that is why there is an increase in temperature. It's not a very big increase, but there is an increase. So, the temperature at which, for a pure solution, which boils is marked as T0B, and the temperature at which the solution boils is as TB. And their difference is delta TB. So, let's see. Let's write the equation. You saw the graph now, I'm just rubbing it. What is that? TB. Now we have to find about TB, no? So TB is equal to delta TB. Sorry, delta TB is equal to, in the previous case, which our solution had lower vapor pressure. But over here, what is that? Our temperature is higher for solution. So we'll write TB minus T0B. Okay? And delta TB is proportional to M. What is M? Molality. So, to remove this constant, to remove this proportionality symbol, we introduce a constant. So, delta TB is equal to KBM. So, what is this constant? This constant is called as stereoscopic constant. Okay? So, what is molality? What is the equation for molality? So, let's write the equation for molality. That is delta TB is equal to KB into WB divided by MB into 1000 divided by WA. So, this is our equation for what? Elevation in boiling point. So now let's see the unit of KB. So before discussing about what our unit of KB, I'll show you something. See, we learnt what? Delta TB is equal to KBM. Am I right? So if M, the molality of a solution is 1, what is that? Delta TB is equal to KB. Okay? So, this is a relation. What is that? The change in temperature. Okay, the elevation in temperature is equal to the KB of a solution who has its molality as unity. Okay, so now we know KB is equal to delta TB divided by, TB divided by what? M, molality. So, what would be the, unit? That is Kelvin per mole. Kelvin per molality, M. Okay, so that is the SI unit. So friends, that's all for today's video. I hope you might have understood it and liked it. If you've understood it and liked it, please give my video a huge thumbs up and also subscribe to my channel if you're new to it. And share my video with your other friends. I'll be doing the next 2 colligative properties in my next video. See you in that. Till then, bye-bye.